gonna be making bee houses. This is part 2. And so yeah, as you seen in the last bee house making video, we did 3 things. 3 bee house drawings. We're gonna make every single bee house in this, okay? So you'll need oak leaves, torches, rose bushes, and peonies, yellow concrete, swarm bee, spawn bee, and bee nest. You'll understand why until we get more in the video. So as we get this yellow concrete, we're gonna be doing this first thing inside of a bee house. Alright, so bee houses like their natural area, but let's just mind this real quick. Bee houses like it when it's their bees like it when it's their normal habitat. So these are gonna be bee houses that alright, a villager bees houses. This is the first one. They usually like it when it's their normal thing. Always put exits. This bee house mostly stores 20 to 25 bees. So make sure you be careful how many bees you spawn in. Because if you don't be careful, your bee house might be overflowing and bees will go start looking for another nest. So just put 20. You can put how many bees? Just 20 to 25 bees. Make sure but you can do it less too.
New diaper, TV? No, don't take it off. Don't take it off.
What am I missing? And so yeah. So as you know, this bee house is called the bee villager living bees house. So let's destroy this. Alright, so yeah. As we're doing this, you're gonna have to put exits. You don't need to put an exit for you, but make the windows an exit if you need to. It's always better to use the things around you. One, two. Oh, sorry. I was just calculating and seeing how much it was. So always be careful how many bee houses you put down. And these bees are called villager living bees. Alright, this is the design, how it looks like. It might cover up the stairs, but yeah. So these bees certainly do like living as a villager. They'll certainly drill down to some of the stairs and start making a design like this. So make sure you put bee houses like this around these side windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So, and bee houses can only store 5 bees. But make sure you don't put too many bees, or the bees will get crowded and look for another nest. And then when you do it like that, it'll have to be a villager house. But if you're really good at making villager houses, I'll make your own. And yeah. And then as you see, there's some flowers right here, but put lots of flowers to make a flower bed. And peonies. And these are two, so you can get any flower you want. It doesn't always have to be the same as it. But I'm not saying that you can't. Alright. And then what you want to do is put lights at the end. At the exits. So when you put these lights at the exits, it'll make it bright up more. Yep, and at those exits and then you get ready. See, they'll start pollinating these flowers.
You was just in your chair.
Alright, and there we have it. They're gonna be going looking for the nest, but as you see, this one is going to the nest. Oh, he's pollinating that one. These bees are pollinating and pollinating. Fish are a really cool creature, but we'll do that in another video. Oh, some of them are confused, as you see. But see, they're getting to learn how to see. Now, and it's a really easy entry into. When they go into the bee house, it's gonna be simple. That's bee house number 1. Alright. Oh, this guy certainly wants to go to another bee house. But bud, you're gonna have to wait. For this bee house, it's gonna be a new type of bee house. It's gonna be the hut bee house.
Where can he go?
Huh? Hold up, guys.
McKenna, where are you? What? Where's McKenna? McKenna? Oh, there you are. Are you gonna sit down and eat? Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm back. Alright, so sorry. Where are we? Oh, so this bee house is called the hut house. You probably made hut houses before, but have you ever seen a bee hut house? If you haven't,
What?
Oh God. Alright, so.
Use your chair. Ready.
So these bees are called the ground digging bees.
On that.
These bees mostly like to live underground and and this is their main habitat. It's so that no other creature come at them. But as you know, trapdoor spiders, they will probably come at them. You're gonna have to put torches down at the entrance because bees need to see, you know, just like us. Because bees are like ants. These bees are actually a family of the ants. So they do not do any harm to each other. They actually work together as partners. And so when they're working together, so the ants, they find food. The bees, they make food. So when the ants are really tired, because they need food to eat, the ants will need to get some food. But if there's not enough food for in the colony, that's gonna be a bad this. So that's why you have to have the bees have to have food in a colony. If they don't have food in a colony, the family will die. So do you want to wonder how the ground bees dig? They use their stingers. They'll use the pointy edge and then dig. They'll flip up, and yeah. So when they go in, it'll be very simple. They'll just go across. You can make it a little bit more livingly for a bee, but these type of bees like it the way it is. You're gonna have to make a few bee hives because, you know, they work together. And now, as we put this yellow concrete, this is officially a bee nest. But this bee nest is not like any other.
You got any followers right now?
Excuse me?
There's nobody watching right now, so you need to eat. Right. Watching the spawn from the fucking door, bro. Let me go over there. Red tiger.
Guys, I'm eating, so it'll take a while.
Wow, niggas camping in fucking.
What? Mostly, what? People like to do that sometimes. Why don't building gets destroyed in that game? Well, I think it would be way more better because they'll be able to climb. And when someone's climbing, they can throw a bomb that will explode the building and the person.
Team deathmatch, wow. Cannot eat.
Mm.
Roll your eyes now. Listen. Stop trying to do it.
What? Eat. Eat, eat.
Nice. Want to know what this bee hive is called? It's the hut bee house. So these bees are called ground bees because they're living in the ground. And so these bees, want to know how these bees dig? They use the back of their stingers and then they flick it out. And then they'll make a walls, put the nest, and then yeah. They're also a family member of the ants. So like ants and bees, ground bees work together to make their food, and to provide for the queens. Because if there was no food for the ants, the ground bees would actually give some food to the ants. And you know what that food is? Honey.
No, stop playing with your food and eat it.
And the bee house over here, this species of bees is called the villager living bee. The villager living bees. These bees make some room on the top of these type of villager houses, and then make their colony. And when they're making the colony, then there would actually be mostly there would be a beekeeper under
Why are you doing
on
that?
the bottom floor.
McKenna,
What?
right now, girl.
Draw. Draw.
Listen. What you're doing is not funny. No, stop.
And so that. And the bee nest.
Look at that. Yeah, screenshot.
Damn. And this bee nest is called a villager nest.
It's not double XP weekend.
You guys got all that? Alright, just have to do some real quick, but the bees are doing quite good. And as we check on these bees, there might be some honey. Nice, good job, guys. Next, what we are gonna make is something very, very weird. How to make this bee house is crazy. But you're gonna have to get this way up in the sky. What is that white thing? You're supposed to get it way up into the sky. Then to break these blocks. And yeah, until you get to the last block to place. Make it as big as you can. And this bee nest is called the Sky High Nest. These float by using leaves.
No, stop. Sit down.
These
You wanna go night night? Sit down.
leaves. That's the most ingredient to make it float. And they use some type of weird nectar to make the leaves do make them float. And it'll keep the nest steady. And these bees actually mine the trees just for leaves to keep the thing going. And so these bees like being way up in the air, because these bees are really fierce, because these bees are called floaty bees because their nest floats and stuff. Yeah. And plus, some of the bee nests may even have extra places, extra nest connected to it, so that makes the bees and just in case there's too many bees, the queen just tells them to make bees to make a hole in the wall for they to go down and get to the second nest connected. It could be any way. 4 ways. It can be this way, that way, or up ways. I think it's recommended for you to go for the back, because if you go for the back, you will be able to go here, then here, and one connects to here, and same process. And so yeah.
Go sit down.
And I still haven't found out how these bees make these leaves float for the nest. I'm still trying to find out. So all we know is that they get leaves and get pumpkin onto it. These are bees' nests that are impossible to reach. Any bird that come near will die because they're strong stingers. So when they are a larva, when they are a larva, and they hatch into an adult bee, it's pretty simple that they'll be up with an upgraded stinger that poisons someone, and that poison lasts for 5 minutes. But if you get, it matters how much bees you get stung by. How much bees you get stung by is how long it'll be. So it goes by 5. If you get stung by 5 bees, well, 25 minutes. If you reach 40 minutes, after those 40 minutes, you'll definitely die from the bees' pain. And these bees do lose their stinger, but every time one dies, one will actually hatch and will be a queen and leave the colony. It'll make another nest so that it can be alive. Get it? Bee puns. And yeah. But these other bees are really productive, and people actually care for the bees sometimes. And the bees are getting really tired, but, well, most of them. The queen is in there, and the queens are in there working. But these bees are unable to tame, because how high they up on there. And for some reason, the bees can actually make the queen bee can actually control how the nest works.
Go eat.
And as time to place the bee,
Yeah.
they're gonna go like crazy. It's nighttime, so they're gonna go into their bee nest. These bees lean extremely high up in the air. Make sure you put a flower bed down below. When you put this flower bed, it can be lots of different flowers. If any mob tries to hurt the bees will go insane and try to kill that thing. For Endermen, they can actually teleport into their home. Well, onto. Oh my god. These zombies like flowers, I guess, and so yeah. Be careful, but you ought to be careful when you're doing this.
Sit down, baby.
Cause sometimes a bee might go insane. And as you see, oh my god, one followed me. And the bees are mostly looking for food, but they are not that smart. As you see, some of them are sleeping. But if you listen, closely. Hear it?
Eat it. You've been eating some of it. Here.
Those bees
Yeah.
are sleeping
Take it.
and making sounds.
Here.
Let's get up into the nest
Alright.
and show them where the flowers are.
It's the same thing.
And these bees also try to collect dirt. When they collect this dirt, they just splash it on to their top of their house, home, nest. But they make sure it's okay. It covers up the whole roof of the nest. And as you see, it's covering it up.
Look, you tired. You won't go night night? Yeah. Look, you could barely keep your eyes open.
Yeah. And as you know, these bees are very ferocious. Do not make combat with, because the whole colony will come. But let's try to wake up the bees. As you see, they are sleeping. And they're sleeping, they'll make sounds. Probably dancing or something else. But let's go check on the other bees.
Night night.
As you seen earlier, that they had some good honey. And these bees don't work together really much. Sometimes they'll go to a new species. Hear that? Some of them are sleeping.
Go night night, okay?
Some here are here sleeping here too. And yes, gotta be careful, cause if you punch a bee, the bees will hurt you. Put down more bees if no bees are going for it. Some of the bees would mostly go into the nest because it's night. Time set to 2DAY. Done. 2 bees aren't that protective, but what's this? Some of the bees might be too tired to get into the nest. It'll be a little bit clouded. So if you already built this nest, try to make room. Some of the bees might go down to the ground to find some, but if they can't find any, they will be up here. The tiredest bees will stay inside the nest. But why don't you say, cut this video off? We made all 3. And remember guys, if you want to be my friend and like and subscribe, let's get all the bees near me. Oh man. Let's spawn some more bees. Because some of the bees will be too tired to work. Alright, guys, I'll see you in the next video. And when I see you in bee house making video 2, we'll actually be making some cool and awesome projects. I'll see you in the next video. Hold up. And stop broadcasting.